must have all seen the books, right? So if
Yes.
we begin with the language book itself, okay. So if you begin with the language book, which talks about English, or the literacy book of part A, for example, in language, if I'm studying English, I'm studying. You have, what is your mother tongue in Kerala?
Malayalam.
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 If you have to study Malayalam, or if you to study Hindi or English or any other foreign language, what are the skills which are required to learn a language? Which four skills should we cater to?
Listening.
Yes, listening,
Listening.
Writing.
Speaking.
speaking,
Writing.
writing,
Reading.
and
Writing.
reading.
Right.
Right, and along with that, a lot of vocabulary building, because if I don't
Comprehension.
know the right words to use,
Yes.
I will not be able to do it. Right, and while speaking, I also need to be grammatically correct. True. And grammatically correct does not happen only by learning the grammar rules, but also by a lot of listening. So I'm listening. If I'm listening to people who speak grammatically correct English, they are able to pick it up. Right. Okay. So when children come to school, maybe some of them know letters, some of them might not know letters, right? But what they already know is few experiences that they have had. So, a kindergarten child who comes to your LKG would have visited a park, right? There would hardly be a child who would have not gone to a park. So, if wait, I don't know. She has enabled sharing already. Let me show you something. Give me a second. Okay. Let me know once it is visible to you.
Yes.
Yes,
It
ma'am.
is visible to you,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
You must have, or if you people have already seen, this is the first page of our English book, or in fact, the second page of our English book. In part A. Okay. So children do not know letters yet, but children know how to talk about certain things, right? So if I ask you as teachers, supposing Deepa ma'am, I ask you, what do you see in the first picture? Deepa ma'am, is it clear, or should I need to zoom? Do I need to zoom?
Grandparents.
Is it better now?
There are two children and grandmother and grandfather are there.
There are two children,
First
and
picture.
there are
Then
grandparents, grandmother and grandfather. Okay.
and they are playing.
No,
That
in
is
the first
second.
picture only. I'm talking only about the first
Ah,
picture right now.
okay.
Okay. What else do you see in the first picture? Is there anything else that you see in the first picture?
Then
Rekha ma'am, can you tell us what else do you see in this
It's
picture?
a scene of a park, a garden.
It's a scene of a park. It's a garden.
Place.
You already know that they are in the
Garden.
garden.
Because
Okay.
trees are behind.
There are trees behind. There is grass that you can see. Okay, fantastic. Okay, Sheila ma'am, how do you know? Because Deepa ma'am just mentioned that they are grandparents. How do you know they are grandparents?
Ma'am, net I can't see the picture, ma'am.
Or you can't see the picture.
Yes, ma'am.
So you will probably have to come and share the screen with somebody. Hidasri ma'am, can you tell me that how do you know that these are grandparents?
That gray hair and the walking stick. Grandfather has the walking stick.
Has a walking stick and they
hair.
have gray hair. So usually grandparents are little old and they are like
Yes.
that, right? Okay. Fantastic. Okay, let's move on to the second picture. Ma'am, I'm asking you the same thing. Now, what is happening in the second picture?
And they are playing. The grandchildren are playing and grandparents are looking.
Okay,
I
where
think they came for an evening outing.
oh, they came for an outing. Yes. Okay, where are they playing? Where are the grandchildren now?
On a seesaw.
They are on a seesaw. Okay. And besides these two children who are on the seesaw, are there any other children in the picture?
Yeah, two children are playing with the ball.
Two children are playing with the ball. Okay. Okay.
And
Fantastic. So total, how many children are there in this picture?
4 children.
There are 4 children. Okay. And also, ma'am, can you tell me who is up on the seesaw and who is down on the seesaw?
Girl. Girl is up and boy.
And the
down.
boy is down. Okay. Can you tell me the pattern which is there on the girl's frock? On the girl's dress?
Dress, the dots, no? Pink
They are dots.
with blue dots.
With pink and blue dots. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. So let's just move on to the next picture. And Ashwati, ma'am. Can you unmute?
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you, ma'am. Okay. What's happening in the third picture? Who's there in the third picture?
These 4 children are there. 2 children are playing in the swing. Now, other 2 are running. One is having the ball, and other one is having something in the hand.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is it something in his hand, or is it a pattern, or on his shirt maybe? Or he has a ball?
That is not clear
That is
for
not
me.
very
Like,
clear. So it is up to
Yeah.
the child's thing. He can say something in the hand also and something on the t-shirt also. Okay.
yes.
How do you think the children are feeling? The children who are on the swing. How are they?
Yeah, they are happy. They are happy. They are smiling, no? So it is,
Okay. So you know
They're
that they're
happy.
happy because they're smiling.
yes.
Okay. Fantastic, ma'am. And who is missing in this picture? Do you think somebody is missing in this picture?
Yeah, parents are missing.
Where do you think the grandparents are? Where have they gone?
Maybe they would have gone for chit chat.
Maybe they've gone for a chit chat. Where else do you think they might have gone?
To get something for their kids.
For their kids. Okay. Anybody else who would like to say that? Where do you think the grandparents have gone?
The grandparents might be resting somewhere.
Okay, they might be resting somewhere. Absolutely. What else do you think? Where can the grandparents be?
They might be sitting in front of them and enjoying what the
They must be sitting in
grandchildren
front of them
That is
and
the best.
enjoy.
Always grandparents love to see their grandchildren
Absolutely.
playing.
Absolutely.
Love
Right.
that.
Okay. So what about in the fourth picture? What's happening in the fourth picture?
The children are on the swing.
On the swing? Is this the swing? Okay. What kind of a swing is
Slide.
it?
Sorry, slide.
They are on the slide. Okay.
The boy is sitting down,
Okay.
enjoyed his ride, and
Uh-huh.
the girl is looking at him.
Okay. So now
The-
who is missing in this picture?
The 2 children, the other 2 children.
Somebody has to mute themselves, probably. Okay, so I'll name the teacher and probably they can answer. Not the Rekha ma'am who is visible on the screen, but the other Rekha ma'am whose hand we can see like this. Rekha ma'am, can you tell me who is missing in this?
The 2 children are missing.
The 2 children are missing. Where do you think that now those 2 children have gone?
They must be playing around.
They must be playing around. Okay. So who is climbing up on the slide?
The girl.
Okay, and you see the boy sliding down. Somebody already mentioned. Do you think this is the right way of sliding down, the way the boy is sliding down?
The boys are usually a bit rough.
Yeah, but then is this the right way?
No, they have to come down catching the side.
Holding the railing.
Side.
Yeah. Right. So why is it, do you think this can be dangerous?
Yes,
Why is this dangerous? Sheila ma'am, you will have to mute yourself. Yeah. Okay. Why do you think, Rekha ma'am, this is dangerous?
there are chances of him banging his head.
Banging his head, falling down. Right. Absolutely. True. Okay. So there is no picture after this. What do you think all 4 of them did after this?
The children must have definitely asked once more for a ride in all the other swing and slide and
Okay.
the seesaw.
So you must, okay, they must have asked for another round of all this. Okay.
Yes.
So can you tell me that what time of the day is this? Can you make any guesses that what time of the day is this?
Most probably in the evening.
In the evening. Okay. Okay. And how do you think it is evening?
Because children usually go to school in the morning
And they go to school in the morning. And also you can't see the sun in any of the pictures, honestly. So maybe, and it is not even dark.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
maybe it is evening time. All right. Okay. Okay. So how many of you have gone to a park? How many of you have gone to a park? Everybody has gone to a park. What do you do what do you do in the park? Rekha ma'am, what do you do in the park?
If I have children, take them around.
You take your children?
Yes, definitely take them around for all the rides.
Okay, okay. And what about you, Rekha ma'am?
I love swing.
Oh, you love to go on swings. Fantastic. Okay.
Many people used to tease me, "You are not a kid; it will break."
Yeah.
But I really love
You really enjoy going on
to be on the swing.
Fantastic. Priyanka ma'am, if you are there, can you unmute yourself? Yes. What do you do in the park?
I like to watch other people.
You like to watch other people. And what do these other people do in the park?
And the children, maybe they will be playing there.
Hmm.
So I like to
Watch the children playing.
watch.
Okay. Okay. Fantastic. So do you think that this was a picture reading? But through this picture reading, did we only do English?
Ma'am, once.
Priyanka ma'am, you will have to mute yourself. Oh, yes, thank you. Yes, Rekha ma'am, I think you're saying something.
Yes, ma'am. This is not only reading. Actually, it is linked with EVS also. Park, many things which we are covered in the topic. And comprehension is very much important. Picture comprehension basically can be improved. And generally at this level, kindergarten level, children need those type of experience. Picture comprehension, vocabulary will improve.
Yes.
Thinking will, observation
will improve. Right. Very good. Ashwati ma'am, can you tell me that did we cover any maths concept in this? Did I ask you
Yes,
anything
ma'am.
about maths? Yes. What is it?
Yes. Like maybe we are asking to the children, how many children are there?
Okay.
Maybe children will count the children 1, 2, 3, 4. How many grandparents are there? The children might count.
1 and 2. Okay.
So we
Was
can
there any
include
other? Was there any other maths concept that I covered?
Circle. The dots, yes.
The patterns on the frog. So the patterns is also a part of your maths concept.
Yes.
Right? Anything else?
Yeah, I felt
up on the seesaw and he's down.
Slanting lines with the slide.
Yes. And also I asked you who is up on the seesaw and who is down on the seesaw. The concept of up and down is also a part of maths. Right?
Yes.
Did we
and also
do-
the thinking skill is improved. Like the children are thinking and answering.
Yes.
Answering.
Yes. Yes.
Ability
Because
to
we
think
have to
will
ask
get
the
improved.
whys. When Rekha ma'am mentioned that one of the 21st century skills is critical thinking, right? So critical thinking really means getting into the whys and the hows. True. So that is why I asked you that, okay, children usually answer that, okay, they are grandparents, but we don't get into the why. Why do you think they are grandparents? So they think of a reason. Okay.
Correct.
What
We
time
were
of
also thinking what
Yes.
kind of questions, how to answer, you know.
Yeah.
We were also thinking, obviously the children will also do that.
Yes. So not only asking the basic obvious questions which are visible in the picture, but getting into the whys and the hows also. Getting into the safety also, like the way the child was climbing down the slide, that's not right. So, talking about the safety measures also and linking it to their own experiences. What do you do in the park? So it really helps. So whatever, this is why I said, when I say it's an English book, it would not only be an English book. It depends upon the teacher's creativity. How is she integrating it with other concepts? How is she integrating with the questions that she's asking? Okay. And the reason that we begin with this book is with this picture reading is because when the children come to school, when we start teaching them, there are certain things that we keep in our mind, that we always move from known to unknown. So when children are coming, they're already familiar with the concept of park. And it's something that they witness it almost every day. So if we show them something that they connect with and not teach them something new, they feel that, oh, wow, school is a place where I enjoy and teacher talks to me about the things that I know. So the way, again, you people mentioned, it builds up the confidence of the children also. Okay. So here also, if you look at it, in this picture, children would be listening to each other. They would be listening to you. They will get opportunities to speak. And another amazing thing that I saw in all you teachers were that you were answering in complete sentences. Because a lot of times when I do this activity with the other teachers, they give me one-word answers. So which is not right. Right? Because from the very beginning, if we encourage children to answer in a complete sentence, they get used to the language. Otherwise, usually what happens is that in LKG, I'm encouraging them to answer in one-word answer. And as soon as they come to UKG and grade 1, my expectation rises and I tell them to answer in a complete sentence. But why not begin it from the very beginning? Right? Sheila ma'am, is your network still not fine? I can't see you. I could see you earlier. And Saranya ma'am, same with you.
What I felt that we focused on the interest of audience also. Children, they love park. So that always we should remember. The topic should be interesting to them. Many times they really feel, for us, many topics are interesting, but for them it is boring. So park means immediately they have a very good positive idea or their experience.
True.
So they love to answer also. That's what I felt regarding park.
Fantastic. Okay. Hildisri ma'am. So, do you know, after this, the children were listening. The children also got opportunities to speak. Although the children were not reading words or sentences or letters, but they were reading pictures. So, reading pictures and symbols is also a part of reading with children. That's also called the pre-reading skills. We prepare the children for reading. Right? And in writing, I would like to show you that our next page. And I'm showing this ebook to you. So you would also be getting this ebook so you can use it and put it on the screen. And there are certain features. Supposing I only have to tell you that, okay, I want you to see only one picture. So through this, you can only see one picture. Okay, so these are some features which are there. If supposing I want to make it even smaller and I only want to focus on the people who are there, so I'll use a smaller spotlight. So, and then the next picture, if you see here, what are the children doing in the next picture? Priyanka ma'am, what are the children doing in the next picture? Priyanka ma'am, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What do you see in this? Can you see the picture?
Yes, ma'am.
So what are the children doing in the second picture?
Second means, okay, here. They're blowing bubbles.
They're blowing bubbles. Okay. And who all are there?
One girl and one boy.
Okay. And the bubbles are coming out in which shape?
Circle and big and small.
So some are big and some are small. Okay. So can you count and tell me how many circles are there?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Very good. Okay. Now can you trace these circles? Do you see their dotted lines? Can you make these circles complete by tracing it?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you can do that, right? So do you see this is also writing, because pre-writing, we prepare children for pre-writing skills. So we can connect so many things together.
Okay.
Okay. So this was it. And then then we finally go on to letters, you know. So, and in the book, you have more picture reading tasks like these. And besides this, if you've taken the kit, you would see that you have some picture cards also like these, right? So in these picture cards, you can see that these picture cards are again a thing of a classroom, and children can relate to with these objects again. And every child would have their picture card. There's another picture card that you can use for picture reading, which is this, which is more of a sand or a beach kind of a scene, right? So these are the things that you can read for picture reading, and the more picture reading things that you tell the children, the better comprehension, the better communication of the children develop. Okay, now there's also one more difference that I would like to tell you, teachers, is that in this picture comprehension, I was asking questions and you were answering, right? This is in the initial level. Maybe at the end of UKG or even in the middle of UKG, I would not want to ask so many questions. What? Because the children would get used to it, because they've done it in LKG, they would be doing it in UKG in the beginning. Later on, what I can do is, supposing I'll show you a UKG picture comprehension. So if supposing I show you this picture and I tell you that this is not going to be picture comprehension, this is going to be picture composition now. Now look at the picture and tell me 3-4 lines about the picture. True. So there is a clear-cut progression that we need to also see from when we are moving from LKG to UKG. And how are we preparing the children for grade 1? Okay. So Hildishree, ma'am, can you look at this picture? Ma'am, can you look at this? Can you see this picture?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me,
Yes, ma'am.
can you
Yes,
describe
ma'am.
this picture in 3-4 lines?
Okay. One small family is playing. Yes, one family is came for an outing. Father is sitting and mother is sitting on a mat.
Very
And
good.
the boy is playing with the ball.
Hmm.
And the girl, I think she is trying to catch one butterfly.
Very good.
Some fruits are kept in the basket.
Yeah.
And bat is lying on a mat.
Okay. Very good. Thank you. Deepa,
Yes.
ma'am, can you give us 2
Business
more
lesson.
lines on this? Anything else that you can mention that Hildishree ma'am has not mentioned?
It is, there are many trees and one house
Hmm.
and cricket bat or there on mat
Hmm.
and one box.
Hmm. Okay. So you can also say that they had carried all these things in the box. So now they have emptied the box because they've taken out the fruit basket and they've taken out their bat and the ball that the children are playing with. Right? You could say so many things related to this. So this is all a part of your literacy thing. And you would see that our English book is called the literacy book because even the NCF talks about foundational literacy and numeracy. Literacy means everything with comprehension. If you're listening with comprehension. You're reading with comprehension. You're writing with comprehension. Okay. Now to take it even further. So supposing I'm going to be connecting a lot of things because, I have only 1 more hour with you. So I would be connecting a lot of things together for both the grades so that, I give equal weightage to LKG as well as UKG. Okay. So supposing I've done the picture composition and the children have described. So what I can also do is that I can tell children now, can you draw? Draw for us the things that you do with your parents when you go for a picnic. Right? So they might show, children might show that they're playing badminton, or they might show that they're playing some other game. They might show they're playing with their toys. So what happens is children also start thinking and start putting it on paper. And by the end of UKG, what you can also say is that whatever you have drawn, Two things. Whatever you have drawn, talk about it. One. Secondly, you could also ask them to write 2 lines related to the picture you have drawn. So do you see? Everything comes together then. All 4 skills come together through just one activity. Okay. So moving on next is moving on to letters, of course. Now, if supposing the other Rekha ma'am whose picture I can't see. Rekha ma'am, unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Rekha ma'am, you teach letters in LKG, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Why do we teach letters to children? What is the purpose behind teaching letters?
To start with the English, obviously they'll have to know what are the letters, that is the 26 letters, so that they will be able to write and read with
Tina ma'am, you will have to put yourself on mute. There is
Yes,
some
ma'am.
problem with your phone. I know.
Yes.
I know. So, yeah, I know. You're having some network issues. Yes, Rekha ma'am, continue.
to know the letters, the sound of the letters, and the pictures related to that particular letter.
Okay. So you were saying that children need to learn letters so that they can read and write. And they are the basic
Yes, ma'am.
foundation for reading and writing. And for
Yes,
that,
ma'am.
we need to know the sounds of the letters also.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Because right now what is happening is the children are reading this.
Yes, ma'am.
A, right? And B and C and D. But in LKG, what they are doing is they are reading words. Right? They're reading words. So they would
Yes.
be reading it as so sun. So they need to know the sounds so that they're able to blend the sounds to make words. And that's why it is very important that when we are teaching a letter, we cover the letter sound. The children should be able to recognize the letter. The children should be able to write the letter.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So a lot of times, we've seen teachers, I hope you people don't do this, A for apple. A for apple has no meaning. Do you guys all agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Ashwati ma'am, why do you agree with me? Why do you agree with me?
Why do I agree is A is not only for apple.
Yes, A is not only for
I
apple.
can't think of different.
Yeah, A can have different things, and it is, how can it be A for apple? Because A can come in the starting also, in the middle also, and at the end also, right? So
Yes.
A is a letter, and because when I am writing banana, right, A is coming in the middle also, and A is coming at the end also. So all the letters that we do not only come in the starting, but can come anywhere in the word. So it is important that we clear this concept from the very beginning to the child, that, when we make the children rote memorize that, okay, tell me 2 words that start with A. So the child says alligator and apple. Doesn't make sense to the child. Right? What if I tell them that, okay, can you tell me the starting sound which is coming in ambulance? The child would say A. And how does A look like? I have flashcards kept, and they pick up the letter and show me this is how A looks like. And what is the name of this letter? A. So then they connect it better. Yeah, because if we teach A for apple or B for ball or C for cat, I'll tell you an experience. I went to this classroom long few years back, and I told the child to read bat. Can you imagine how the UKG child read? Because he had just come from LKG doing the letters. The child read it as B banana, A apple, T tomato. Because that's what he's learned. He could not connect it with the sounds. But we want the child to say bat. Right? And in that also, we don't do bat. We begin with the 2-letter words at, bat, at, and then you keep adding the consonants, and it becomes at, bat, at, cat. at, hat. So that's how it keeps coming on. So it's very important that these things have to be dealt by LKG teachers, that these misconceptions don't happen and children don't face a difficulty when they are learning to read or write. Okay, so now we already know that this is the thing. So, and when I say this is letter A, it makes no sense to children, because for them this was not there in their known vision or their known sight, right? But what they already know is an apple, they already know an ant, they must have seen an ambulance, they must have seen an axe. True? Yeah. Okay, who are the LKG teachers? If you can raise your hands again. Yeah, Ashwati ma'am, and who else? Priyanka ma'am. Okay. Priyanka ma'am, can you unmute yourself? Let me see if I can hear you now. Again, her camera is gone.
Yes, ma'am.
But I can see. Okay. Priyanka ma'am, how do you teach a letter to a child? If supposing you have to teach letter C for the first time to the child, how would you teach them?
First, a sound. We start with sounds, ma'am.
This is the first class for letter C, for example. How would you teach?
First, we teach the sound with letter.
Okay. So how would you teach the sound? So you would
And
show the flashcard of C and say this is
flashcards.
the...
Flashcards and pictures.
Ma'am, I'm a child. You are teaching me. So can you tell me how would you teach?
Ma'am, we use flashcards and pictures and original things, and we introduce this letter with sound.
I get that, ma'am. That's something that you're telling me. But how do you do it in the class is something that I want to know.
Through this way we are teaching, ma'am.
Aswati ma'am, can you explain it to me?
Yes, ma'am. Maybe I will bring a soft toy of a cat. Okay. And I will just show it to everybody. And I will just ask them what it is. Obviously, they are aware of that. Everyone will say, it's a cat. So maybe after then, I will bring the sound. Cat. Then after introducing the sound, I will just write it on the board like this is C. Maybe that's the way I will introduce. Yeah.
Fantastic, ma'am. Priyanka ma'am, do you also do the same? Priyanka ma'am? Are you there, Priyanka ma'am? And I think Priyanka ma'am,
Yeah, yes,
and
ma'am, yes,
Saranya
ma'am.
ma'am. Do you also teach in the similar way that ma'am just mentioned?
Yes, ma'am. We are showing the things and introducing the letter sounds.
Fantastic. Okay, lovely, ma'am. Is it possible for you to switch on your camera? Because then I'll be able to see you and talk to you better.
Yes, ma'am.
I still can't see you.
Yes.
I can see
Yes,
you now.
yes,
I can
okay,
see you.
okay, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay. So I love the way Aswati ma'am explained that how can we, teach the letter sound to the child. And I love the fact that you don't begin with the symbol. You begin with the sound first and begin before the sound also you're talking to children about the words that they already know.
Yeah.
Right? So we could also do one more thing. Maybe you could weave a story related to all the words that have this sound. Okay, so I'll just give you an example because you guys are all creative. You can build up your own stories is something that I believe in. Okay, so supposing I would say that I don't have the props right now to narrate the story, but I'll just speak it so that you have an idea as to what kind of stories can be created. So supposing I say that once there was a cow, okay, and the cow was very excited because it was her birthday that was coming. And, usually what happens on the birthday is you call your friends for the birthday party, right? And similarly, the cow also wanted to call her friends for the birthday party. And can you guess who were the friends of cow? A cat and a camel. And the cow called up the cat and she says, "Hey cat, how are you doing? Do you know what? Tomorrow is my birthday and I'm so excited to call you for my birthday party. So we will have a lot of fun and we're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to have a party. So you have to come tomorrow at 5 o'clock. And on the way, pick up the camel also because you'll be coming in your car." So the cat is also very excited that it is cow's birthday party and I have to dress up and go for her birthday party. So she wears her favorite dress, she wears her favorite cap, and then she goes for the birthday party. And she takes out her car, she sits in the car, and on the way, who does she pick up? She picks up the camel. Okay, so the camel and the cat are sitting in the car and they are going towards the cow's house. But on the way, they stop somewhere. They stop at a shop. Can you guess which shop did they stop at?
Cake, to buy a cake.
Cake shop. Yes, why? Because they wanted to buy a cake for their friend. So would you only buy the cake or you would buy something else also?
Candles.
Candles and
Candles.
cap
Crown.
also, right? So on the way, the cat and the camel picked up the favorite cake and some candles and cap, and they reached the cow's house, right? And they rang the bell, ting tong. And who came to greet them? The cow, wearing this beautiful pink dress because she was so excited for her birthday. So they wished the cow happy birthday. And what did they do? They
Cut the cake.
cut the cake. And what did they
Lit
do?
the can.
Blew the candles. And what were they wearing? All of them.
Wearing cats.
Caps. And then they had food, they danced, and they had a good time. Right? Okay. Tell me, how do you celebrate your birthday? Saranya ma'am, how do you celebrate your birthday?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you celebrate your
Ma'am, okay. Ma'am, I bought a cake and I also do like this. I just cut the cake and I got many messages from my friends.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. So you cut the cake and you get a lot of messages from your friends.
Yes, yes.
Very nice.
And I put it on on my WhatsApp status.
Oh, you put it on the WhatsApp status so that everybody knows it's your birthday and everybody wishes you. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So that's the advantage of being in the social media age. Lovely, Saranya ma'am. Let's hear
Yes,
from Hildesri ma'am. That what do you do, ma'am?
Yes,
Aap kya
ma'am.
karte ho? What do you do on your birthday?
I will invite all my friends and I will make one payasam, cake and balloon. I will decorate my
Ma'am,
room.
when is your birthday? Will I
Lots
be
of
invited?
balloons.
I would love to have
November
payasam.
14.
Okay. So
Yes,
lovely,
ma'am.
ma'am. Good to hear that. Okay. Rekha ma'am, what do you do on your birthday?
I will remind my husband 1 week before that he has to buy a gift.
Wow. Lovely.
Yes.
Lovely.
Because husbands generally they won't remember. So I will remind him.
Yeah, so
And
instead
I
of
just
spoiling
want
your
to
mood that he doesn't remember you beforehand, only tell him.
That I can do. Then
Fantastic.
generally my children are out because they are grown up. So both of us will go out, eat something and come. That's all.
Lovely, lovely. Deepa ma'am. Deepa ma'am.
That time I go to temple and my father and I buy new dress and my father make biryani and evening time we celebrate the birthday party. I cut the cake. We enjoy.
Which is your favorite flavor of the cake?
Chocolate.
Mine too. I love that flavor too. Okay. Rekha ma'am. The other Rekha ma'am. Rekha ma'am, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you
I'll-
celebrate your birthday, ma'am?
I'll go to the temple and give for puja there,
Okay.
and
Lovely.
then wear my new dress.
Uh-huh. So what kind of a dress do you wear?
I would like to wear chudidar.
Wow. Wow.
That is my favorite.
Fantastic.
Call my friends.
For a birthday
And-
party.
Yes, and distribute some sweets and fruits and paisam, cake, all that, whatever I like. My favorite things I'll
Your
make.
favorite. Everything on your birthday should be according to your favorite. Absolutely. Lovely. Thank you for sharing, Rekha ma'am. Rekha ma'am, also tell me, in the story, whose birthday party was it?
It was the cow's birthday.
So if it was a cow's birthday party, as a teacher, I would have the flashcard of the cow ready. So I will put the flashcard of the cow. Okay. Who did the cow invite for her birthday party?
The camel and the cat.
The camel and the cat. So I would also have the flashcard of the camel and the cat beforehand, and I'll show it to the children. Okay. On the way, what did they buy?
They bought cake, they
And,
bought and they bought caps.
and
Cake, caps, and candles.
candles. Yeah. So I would have pictures of all these things, right? So now I have the picture of the cow, I have the picture of the cat, I have the picture of the camel, cake, candles, and cap. Now I would tell the children that, can you name these pictures? So the
Yes.
children would say cow, cat, camel, cake, candles, cap.
Yes, ma'am.
So now I will tell children that, okay, now I want you to listen carefully while I say all these words and listen to the starting sound that is coming in these words.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Cow, cat, camel, cake, candles, cap, which is the starting common sound that you hear in all these words.
K.
Right. Very good. So candle, yes. Cap. You can hear that, right? So that's how you can introduce that, okay? The sound which is coming in all these words is k. And how does it look like? It looks like this.
Yes.
So
Yes.
using the building up a story which is interesting for the children, asking them questions, putting up the flashcards of those words by asking them questions and telling them to repeat and taking out the common sound and then introducing the letter. And
Yes.
okay, so in this, what have we done so far? We have introduced the vocabulary words,
Yes,
starting
ma'am.
with that sound. You've introduced the sound and you have also shown the symbol.
Yes,
What is
ma'am.
the next step is?
To write it and show it.
To write, and the children should also learn how to write. Okay, so the children need to learn the formation of the letter. True.